If we run into some zombies, we might kill them. We might let them just live and run off. It'll just depend on, you know, how I'm feeling at that point. Right now, it's almost 1600. We still got plenty of time. We got plenty of time before dark. Obviously, by the time 2200 rolls around, we want to be up on our bedroll, up in that top area there. So anyway, oh, okay. This is good. Yeah, there were a couple down there too. These small boulders like this, they give you iron and they give you stone. And again, I recommend that you kind of circle around them as you go, because the zombies really do like to sneak up behind you, and that can scare the crap out of you, and it also can stun you, and it can also end up getting you killed, and you end up spawning on your bedroll and having your first death of the game. So I recommend that you just kind of keep an eye out. You don't have to spin around it all the time, but you know, it's one of those things that you definitely want to kind of keep an eye out for zombies. I know there's a couple off in the distance there that I was watching, but nothing that's really, really, really close by right now. You see, if I get down like this, it tells I'm undetected. So that means there's nothing really, really close right now. And you can still do it while you're down in the crouched position, but you're just going to move faster if you're standing up. All right, so we're going to move up the road here just a little bit so I can see what's around me. I'm going to grab the other stone axe that I created just a few minutes ago and tell it to craft another one. Alright, we've got 215 small stone, we've got 310 plant fibers, and 426 wood. So we need wood. That's really the thing we need most right now. So I'm going to come down here to this tree, and I'm going to start taking this tree down. Again, we want a lot of wood, we want a lot of stone, and we want a lot of plant fiber before we go in for the evening. Because once you go in for the evening, until, you know, from 10 o'clock until 4 o'clock, you're going to be twiddling your thumbs unless you've got something to do. And crafting and kind of getting these crafting skills up is a high priority early in the game. Because the better they are, the better the weapons you are. There are, I believe, 5 tiers of the weapons. The first tier is kind of a beige tier, which is what you see here. And these are pretty much crap. These weapons are not great. Now, I was able to take down the zombie with the bow and with the club, but as a new player, an inexperienced player, you know, you're going to be missing a lot with the bow. And the bow is not, according to the developers, the bow is not totally accurate. So you could be dead on and still end up missing with the bow. They did put that in there because, come on, let's face it. In real life, you're not going to be 100% on it, and different bows are going to have different properties and different ways of doing things. So they're trying to make the game as realistic as possible in that area. As realistic, I guess, as a zombie game can be. The thing that gets me, though, is that this game can scare me in a heartbeat. And I won't be expecting it, and something will jump out or something. I've had an axe break, and I've jumped, you know, 3 feet out of my chair before because I wasn't expecting it. And I was just mining or chopping wood or something, and the axe broke, and I thought something had hit me, and I did a jump up. Okay, if you hold down the shift key while you're moving forwards, then you sprint. But when you sprint, you use stamina. If you'll notice down in the bottom left-hand corner of my screen, the stamina bar is at 18, 19, 20. It's moving back up towards 100 right now, but obviously it's low because I was chopping wood a moment ago. I'm trying to let it get up some because I do want to run. I want to run up the road here. I know there was a zombie up here. I never want to be totally out of stamina when I run into a zombie, because if you're totally out of stamina, then obviously you're not going to be able to sprint away from them, and that's going to suck, because you want to be able to get away from them as soon as you can if you're not trying to kill them. If you don't want to just, battle the zombies, then you're going to want to run, and to run you need stamina. And also, I'm going to use stamina right now because I'm trying to find out where I'm at. And I believe I know. I see off in the distance. Yep, I know where I'm at now. I started a previous game. I started here, but I started on the other side of those buildings down there. I know there's a lot of zombies in that building. I'm going to move away from it right now. I don't want to go that way. That's not the way I'm going to be getting out of here anyway. I'll probably be going in the opposite direction, and I'll be going north. I'll probably be going northeast come morning time, because once morning time rolls around, I want to be where I can run. I want to run. Alright, that's one of those zombies that I just don't like. He is not a nice guy. And he can be harder to kill. So I'm going to kind of lure him away over this way, and just see if he'll follow me over this way. And if I can get over here and then kind of circle back to my base, then I will. Yeah, there he is. Come on, Bubba. So I'm just going to wander out here and look for birds' nests while I'm waiting on him to catch up with me. Come on. See if I can find any birds' nests. Come on, buddy. You don't have to kill all of the zombies in the game. Sometimes you don't want to be killing zombies. Sometimes you want to be moving away from them and see, if you can get them to follow you, and you can loot other things while they're coming after you. Let's see, like I'm getting him to come over towards me here. And now I'm going to run this way. I'm going to move around this area, and I'm going to loop back around. Ooh, what is this? What was that? Oh, I'll bet that was the radiation area. I've never had that. You entered a deadly radiation zone. Wow, that's a new one on me. That's a new one. I've never had that happen before. Now I'm going through, like, Zombie City here. These guys are everywhere. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Okay, note to self, stay away from the radiation. Not something you want to get into. Alright, we're at 1900. So it's time to start working my way back towards the base over there. I want to get near the base, and I want to, once I get near the base, I'm going to mine some ore, or not mine some ore, but mine some rocks, mine some wood, or cut some wood, and get ready for nightfall, because sensed, that means there's a zombie nearby, but he hasn't seen me yet, doesn't know exactly where I am, so Again, right now, all we want to be doing is harvesting materials for us to use through the night. The first night in this game is best spent just getting your skills up. And if you can get your skills up to a good level the first night, maybe get up above 100 in your weapon making and in your tool making, you're going to be all the better for it come later on in the week. So, do I have another axe built? I do not. I don't see one unless I just missed it. No, I don't see one. Also, if you start cutting down a tree, you want to finish cutting down a tree so you get a bonus. You'll notice I got 202 wood there at the end, and that is a big help when you are trying to get these things going. So that 202 wood is going to make a lot of clubs. So you always want to finish a tree that you're cutting down or a rock that you're breaking up. You want to finish them so that you can get the most out of it. That way when night falls, you got lots of materials to work with. Also, the sound in this game, the developers did an awesome job with sound. It is scary. I mean, you'll hear zombie sounds, especially if you're wearing a headset. If you're wearing a headset, it is tremendous. I have to give the developers huge props. They did an awesome job with the sound. I highly recommend them for that aspect of the game. Or commend them, rather, for that aspect of the game. It's just wonderful. They did a great job. Okay, good. Alright, note to self, anytime you see the green stones, that's radiation area, stay away from it. So we're doing good. We got lots of wood, we got lots of plant fibers, we got lots of stone, so we're going to be able to do some good crafting tonight. But it's not necessarily time to go inside yet. When I first played the game, you know, I went inside really early, and you lose a lot of harvesting time for different things by doing that. Yes, it does make you feel better, it makes you feel safer, yada, yada, yada. But honestly, as long as you're in by 2200, you're going to be okay. And I'll go in the building and I will shut the door and, you know, I'll get everything done before I'll be up on my ledge up there so that the zombies can't get to me in the night. I'll probably even go ahead and put up a torch. I got nothing. I don't care if they are attracted to it. They can't get to me where I'm going to be at, and I've got enough arrows that in the morning I'll be able to kill anything that has come up, so not too worried about that. And now I got a couple more arrows, which is good. It's always good to have more arrows. Alright, let me check my inventory and see what I've got here. I've got 1727 wood, 412 fibers, and 329 on the stone. So more wood and more stone is what I need. That's not going to get me much wood. And if I go up this way, there is wood up here. I just hope I don't have zombies up here, because I don't really want to fight zombies this late in the day. I would prefer to be able to finish getting these things and get back to it without attracting any and kind of leading them back to my base for the night. So, and when you're crouched down like this, a lot of times you can just kind of move and see that you're still undetected, and then go back. You don't have to circle the tree necessarily. Yeah, you're going to miss a couple of times, but you know, as long as you're undetected, you should be okay. I haven't had any problems with it so far. Saying that, I'll probably get killed here in a moment just because I'm trying to do this stealthily. It's 2100, so I'll finish this tree and I'll kind of start moving back toward down toward my base. Start getting things prepped for the night. Get me a torch put up. Okay, had to make another axe. We're doing pretty good on wood. Wood is one of the things that you want the most of because you're going to need it for clubs and for the stone axes. So the more of them that you have, the more wood you have, the better. I'm going to wait till about 2030 to go in. Maybe a little bit later, depending on what I find out here and what I harvest. But 2030 should be sufficient. That'll give me time to kind of get up into my area. It'll give me time to kind of get settled in for the night, and I'll feel better about it at that point. There is a zombie up there on the hill, but I'm undetected, so that tells me right there that the zombie has not found me, does not know I'm here. So I can go into my house with no worries about the zombie coming over having seen me. Get just a couple more of these and get this one, and then we'll go ahead and pack it up and go in the house, maybe. No, let's get one more. Let's get another one up here. Now, as we get further in the game, I'll be getting braver and be able to go out and do some of these things a little better. And as the tools get better, it's going to make it even better as well. All right, so now I'm going to go over here and go into my building, close the door, crouch down, still undetected. Okay, good. There is a candle down here. I'm going to leave that candle. I don't care about it. It's not gonna, the candle's not really gonna bother anybody. It's not really gonna attract zombies or anything. Some people get freaked out over it, but honestly, there's no need. All right, and I'm gonna leave that last frame down there. Don't need it. Switch back to this. Come over here, and I'm gonna attach a crate there. I'm gonna attach a crate there. Moving over, go ahead and take that out, take that out, put wood frames in that, and one. Alright, that's good, that's fine. Alright, so now I'm going to switch to my torch, and I'm going to put my torch right there. So now I've got light in here. So yeah, I might get seen by a zombie, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm up top up here. They can't get to me on the first night. If it was a horde night, yes, absolutely they could still get to me because they will come in and they'll get right underneath you in this area here, and they'll just dogpile up until they're at the same level as you are, and they'll get you. That was how I died in my very first game. I thought, okay, I'm up here on the top. I've been here for 6 nights. I'm safe. Nothing can get to me. I was wrong. They got up there, and they took me out. Now, if I had filled in this whole floor here and put a hatch in, they probably wouldn't have gotten to me that night, especially if I had just kept moving around in here. But I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't have a torch. I'm sitting there in the dark. I'm scared because I hear all the zombies down below me. And I finally pull my torch out, and I see them piling up, and I was dead. It was just, it was so fast. It was funny. Okay, so now that I'm settled in for the night, I'm going to start crafting. And I'm going to start power leveling up the clubs first because I want my weapons to be higher first. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to move it so I've got this one here blank. A lot of people will create a storage chest and they'll put them in the storage chest. I don't normally do that. Normally what I'll do is I'll go over here and I'll go to the wooden club and I'll say, hey, I want to do 200 wooden clubs, and I'm going to start crafting them. And then as it comes up here, as it comes up here on the bottom, I'll just drag it out and drop it. Yes, it is kind of boring, but it does get your skills up relatively quickly. And you'll be surprised at how far those 200 clubs that I'm making right now take my weapon skill. I fully expect to have my weapon skills up in at least the mid 100s by the end of the night, and my tool skills hopefully up into the mid 100s as well. The 100s are the orange level of weapons. They're still not great, but they're obviously better than the beige level. When you start getting to the yellow level, the 200s, those are even better. The 300s are green, the 400s are blue, and the 500s are purple. And I think that's the max. I think like 599 or something is probably the max. But I have never gotten a skill up that high or a weapon up that high, so I don't know. I have gotten them into the purples before, but not very high into the purples. What you'll see is that in the beginning here, my leveling up of these clubs is going to go really quick. And about every club that I make, maybe two, okay, 81, 80, 81. This one's an 83, 84. This was probably an 86. No, 85. 87. Okay, it went 2 that time. But then, of course, the higher you get, you'll have to make more clubs to go up even 1. So in the beginning, it's easy. Later on, leveling up the clubs gets harder. As you can see, I've still got 156 to go, and I'm almost already at 100 in the durability of the club. So we just made it to the orange level. And as you can see, this is, yeah, it's boring, but trust me, you want to do it. And what else do you have to do sitting here at night? If you weren't doing this, you'd be twiddling your thumbs. So craft your clubs, get your skill levels up. Craft your stone axes, get your skill levels up. Trust me, you will appreciate later that you got all these up. Anybody have any questions? I don't even know how many people I've got in the stream right now. I've got to get my daughter to show me how to do this and be able to see who's online and show me how to do the little welcome gifs or whatever you want to call it, so that I know when people join or it. I still have a lot of work to do on the channel, but hopefully people will get some good information from this first stream as far as playing 7 Days to Die. I really enjoy the game. I've been playing it for probably about a month now, and I'm addicted. My daughter and I do a co-op stream, usually on Sunday nights and Tuesday nights on her stream, and her stream is Geek Everything. So be sure to check her out. She's a good streamer. She does 7 Days to Die, but she also does other games. She was doing the beta of We Happy Few yesterday morning, I believe, and checking that out for people to be able to see what it's like. Every now and then she'll do a creative stream where she paints, but most of the time she's going to be playing 7 Days to Die because, like me, she's hooked on the game. Now, you'll notice that I am almost down to 100 clubs left out of the 200 that I told it to make. And we're already almost up into the 200s. So we're going to make it into the 200s tonight, definitely on the clubs. And we'll see how far we get the stone axes up. See how far we get our skill level and tools up. I'll check after I finish this. I will exit out of the inventory screen just so I can see what time it is in the game. I don't want to do that until I'm done with the clubs, though, because it just takes away time, and they don't keep going because I'm almost out of inventory slots here. I could have created I could have made a crate and, you know, put a lot of this stuff over in the crate, but 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. It's just as easy for me to go ahead and sit here and move them out of my inventory one by one. All right, we made it to the yellow level. All right, we're up above 200. We still got 75 more to go, so let's see how high we make it. Again, I highly recommend that you follow this path on the first night. You're going to be very, very happy that you did, because your weapons are going to be much more effective. Your tools are going to be much more effective. And then when you start making better weapons, they're going to be even more effective. I will not be making my main weapon a club once I finish this. You don't have to find the recipe to be able to make the reinforced club. All you have to have is metal and wood. And so once you have finished getting the skill up and you're ready for your final club, before you go out, you'll want to create a steel or a metal reinforced club, or what's it called? Yeah, I think it's metal reinforced club. We'll look at it in a minute. Iron reinforced club. There we go. It's up there in front of my face. Not paying any attention. I will also be making a new bow, because I've got a 30 level bow in my inventory. I can't scrap it. I'll just throw it away. Create a brand new bow that's going to be a lot better than the one I have. And it's going to do a lot more damage to the zombies come tomorrow than the one that I was using today. Obviously, once we get a little further along, I'll be looking to craft some iron arrow tips so that I can make my arrows iron arrows that are going to do more damage. Definitely want to keep that in mind as well. All right, we're almost up to 250. So we're definitely going to go over 250 in weapon making tonight. And we'll see how many stone axes I can create before 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. I may go ahead and craft until 6 o'clock just because I want to get some of this stuff done. And by the time 6 o'clock rolls around, it'll be much lighter outside. I'm also going to take a look at my map and see where I'm at exactly, and kind of get a feel for where I want to go come morning. I know you're not going to be able to really see the map that I've got here, so I'll pull the map up on screen, and although it has fog of war pretty much all of it right now, I can point out where we're going to be going, and then we'll just head out overland in that direction and try and get there. I might go ahead and make a straw hat, because in this area, I figure as I start to travel, I'm going to get a little bit more what am I trying to say? Hot. So as my heat level goes up, if I put the straw hat on, that'll help to lower my heat level. Right now I've got a hood, and the hood is going to make it hotter. All right, we're done crafting clubs. So we're going to throw away the other 2 clubs that we have in the inventory, and we're going to choose the iron reinforced club, and we're going to craft that one. So now we've got a pretty decent club. It's a 254. We're going to drop the bow. We're going to craft a new bow. Probably should have went ahead and crafted the arrows before I did that, but that's all right.